Hey, and welcome to my channel. My name is Heather, and this is the Fluffy Oracle. First off, I'd like to say welcome to another edition of Revealing Your True Self, where in this one we are going to try and delve a little bit deeper than what we normally do on the past ones. Your choices are: for pile 1, we have Oscar, Baby Jasper, and Barney. For pile number 3, and number 2 was Baby Jasper. Sorry. I meant to say that it's just really early for me. So, if you need any extra time, go ahead and pause the video at any time to take your time to intuitively pick which pile draws to you the most. Remember, you don't have to pick just one. If you are drawn to them all, watch them all. If you're drawn to 2 of them, watch whichever ones you felt the most drawn to. There are no rules here. You can pick as much as you like, because remember, these are a general reading, so not everything is going to resonate. And if you feel drawn to the other piles, it just means there's some more extra messages for you in those piles. So without further ado, we are going to go ahead and jump right in. Also, timestamps will be down below in the description box, as well as the first comment for my mobile users to jump around to their piles. And I will also have the affiliate deck links down below as well in the description box to see what decks that I've actually used during this reading, in case you want to pick them up and add them to your wonderful deck collections. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in with Oscar. Alrighty, so for my loves who chose Oscar, let's get into this and see what you have. So we have visualization, the mind, addict, slave, alchemist, dilettante. And then for the blessing cards, we have a blessing on a homecoming, a blessing to shield and safeguard you, and then a blessing of the air. So what I'm getting right away, though, is that these 2 cards feel really connected with the mind and the blessing of the air. So with those 2 connected, I feel like you've really been able to be more open-minded to things and speaking more of your truth and being more honest and open with yourself as well, and kind of really getting to know the beauty within and seeing just how deep it goes other than just surface level. And then these 3 cards I feel go together with the visualization, the shield, and the homecoming. I feel like you've been able to kind of feel more at home within yourself and at home with where you actually live at home, and feel more in a safe space now that you've been able to kind of open up a little bit more in your thought process. And with the visualization during meditation, I feel like you've become more comfortable with it, and that it's becoming like basically your new normal doing this meditation practice, because I feel like the more that you've done this, it's been able to open up your mind more and remove any old blockages, because I feel like it's helped you to overcome any kind of old bad habits and release them with the addict card. And then I also feel like it's helped you to improve, instead of being a people pleaser with the slave card. It's helped you to kind of overcome that as well, and to kind of pull your power back and know when to say no, because you are capable of anything with the alchemist card. And I feel like you've actually been multitasking a little bit easier, but I feel like it's also asking you to take a second not to kind of do too much at once and kind of pull back just a little bit for that card to be here with the dilettante card. Because I'm not really attracted to the word. I'm really attracted to the image of where she's like doing a million things at once here with her hands. I feel like overextending yourself might actually be happening at once for some of you, but I feel like it's asking you to kind of take a step back and pull it in a little bit, and know that you don't have to do everything at once, that you can slow down and work on one project at a time in order for it to manifest and turn out to exactly what it is that you want it to turn out to. So I'm trying to see if there's anything else I get. I feel like some of you have been feeling a little bit guarded lately. I feel like it's okay for you to let that guard down just a little bit more, and to kind of relax a little bit more during your meditations for some of you. So that is all I get. I also feel like some of you are going to be making a trip back home if you've kind of been living somewhere else. I feel like going back home and going back to your roots and your family and where you actually came from, like were born or whatever, is kind of been on some of your minds, and feeling like you need to kind of travel and go there. Wherever you feel most drawn to travel and go to is kind of like almost like a sign and almost like a message as well, to where if you actually go to that place, some kind of synchronicity will end up happening for you. Only you will be able to find that out and figure out when that happens. And then it'll give you the aha moment once you're there and when it happens. Kind of almost like a deja vu type of moment for some of you. So these are your messages. I do hope that you enjoyed this reading, and I will see you guys next video. Alrighty, so for my loves who chose pile number 2, the baby Jasper, let's get into this and see what we have. I feel a lot of you have come across and finally been able to achieve a lot of emotional balance, and been able to hear and listen to all of your intuition and intuitive hits that you've been getting, and feeling really divinely guided to do certain things. And I feel like it's caused you to have a lot of success in having kind of basically almost like putting things into tangible for you to touch and like see, know, and hear and feel and all that stuff. It's been able to basically prove to you that your intuition is spot on, because some of the visions that you've been getting and things you've been feeling guided to do have been turning out and kind of basically paying off, and it's helped you to trust your intuition more for some of you. And I feel like it's caused you to have quite a lot of creativity and a level of like kind of being divinely supported and guided by your guides and angels. And there's a lot of like guide and angel and basically like your ancestors and all like divine support. A lot of divine support is what I'm getting from this, because there's like 1, 2, 3, 4 cards that are basically feel like a divine type of energy to me in this entire reading. And I feel like some of you might have been overindulging just a little bit with the hedonist card, but they're asking you kind of not to rely so much on your guides and angels, like for like synchronicities and stuff. They do want you to follow your own intuition and to kind of learn these lessons on your own, and kind of not lean on them so much for as a crush, even though you really can't. They do like and appreciate the fact that you ask them for the support, but they also can't just give you the answer just plain outright. Some of you, I feel like, are kind of hoping to just get that one stop shop answer, which it doesn't work that way, unfortunately. But they also want you to kind of take and have delight in yourself and all these experiences with the goddess card, because I feel like they want you to enjoy this experience as well, with following and being able to trust your intuition more and learning how to kind of go within and grow more, and having that balance. For some of you who haven't really gotten there yet, you're almost there is what I'm feeling. But there has to be an equal give and take, and not kind of like overindulge in one aspect more than the other, because otherwise you won't be able to achieve the emotional balance that some of you need. So it's kind of like a half and half. Half of you are able to have achieved that emotional balance. The other half of you have not quite gotten there yet, because some of you are still kind of having issues with trusting your intuition and listening to that inner guidance. But they want you to know that you are, divinely supported in this, and that you are safe to do so, and that your guides and angels are right there by your side, helping to support you whenever you need it. But they also want you to be able to stand in your own power and to take the lead in your own lives and have that equal give and take balance, and to know that you are just as powerful. They're just there for like support, kind of like a moral support type of thing. As an example, just to kind of put it so that you can understand it. I'm seeing if there's anything else that I'm getting from this. I feel like some of you have been working with your ancestors more, which is really great. And you've been trusting the intuitive guides that you've been getting from them as well. And that they've extended this olive branch to you to kind of work with you more. And I feel like it's giving you a more peaceful and harmonious balance emotionally. And it's been helping you to feel more positive about things and trust more in yourself, and to kind of really, really pay attention to these intuitive hits that you've been getting through your crown chakra, like aha moments. Some of you, I feel, have been also getting deja vu moments with visions and kind of hits like that with your intuitive nudges. Kind of like you see something before it happens almost, or like you kind of just have like this daydream like effect, and you kind of envision something and it kind of comes to fruition. I feel like some of you have been trusting those a bit more, and it's been kind of panning out, and it's been helping you to feel more trust as well with those visions, and kind of expanding upon that, the clairvoyance aspect, and kind of being able to help you boost the clairvoyance aspect of your intuition. So some of you, I also just got, before I end this, have been having the, I want to say it's clairsentience, where you have that feeling, you have this nudge, this feeling, this inner knowing. And I feel like that part of you is opening up more as well, and that you've been able to trust it more and become in more harmonious balance with that. So that's what I'm getting from this reading. So these are your messages. I do hope that you enjoyed this reading and that this resonated with you. Please feel free to like and subscribe if you're new here, if you liked and enjoyed this video. And I will see you guys next video. Have a blessed one. Alrighty, so for my loves who chose pile number 3, Barney, let's get into this and see exactly where you are with revealing your true self. So for a lot of you, I feel like you've been really brave and determined to kind of take control over your emotions lately, because I feel like one minute you can be happy and the next minute you can be just absolutely down in the dumps. And I feel like you've had a lot of strength and determination and learned how to control those mood swings and to stay in a higher vibrational state of mind, and a higher, like, kind of more enjoyable state of mind. And you've been able to kind of catch yourself. If you have a negative thought, you catch yourself before it gets too far, and you stop yourself from spiraling into that. Because there's a lot of learning in this, in your cards, and a lot of emotional stuff that you've learned how to kind of delegate through and overcome, and kind of learned everything you could, and kind of like explored all the different avenues on how you can take and basically take back your emotional power and have control over any kind of like moods and negative mind thoughts. So that's really great that a lot of you have been listening to your intuition and going within and kind of feeling exactly what needs to be healed and where it needs to be healed, and kind of taking control back over that and turning it into a positive feeling for yourself. And I feel like it's caused you to have a lot of blessings of abundance come in, and to feel a lot more happier and kind of a more balanced, equal state of mind, especially with your emotions. I also feel like some of you have been kind of trying to learn more about yourselves and where it is that you come from, kind of almost like a starseed type of origin type of thing. And you've been looking more into those areas, kind of like on YouTube and on Google, and trying to learn as much as you can about starseeds and kind of extraterrestrials and the universe and the different planets and other astrological events, and how these certain moon cycles and types of things kind of affect you emotionally and intuitively. I also feel like it's also caused you to kind of take up a lot of study on a lot of these attributes as well. And I feel like a lot of you are also kind of learning some numerology as well with some of this, and kind of understanding how the numerology plays with your kind of like your natal chart, and how those aspects also affect your emotions and how it is you are the way you are, and understanding those as much and going a lot deeper with understanding that as well. What else do I get? I also feel like some of you have been definitely kind of riding that emotional roller coaster, but nonetheless, you've still been enjoying the experience because it's helping you to learn more about yourself and what you do and what you don't want in life and what makes you happy and what makes you sad, so that you understand exactly who it is you are and how you feel when you feel this way and why. I also feel like some of you have kind of gotten back to your roots and become a lot more grounded as well, because I'm really attracted to how she's sitting on the ground, and I feel like she's definitely kind of like gotten back into nature and like basically enjoying all the fruits of abundance that she's been receiving as well. So some of you have been enjoying the abundance and noticing that it's not just monetary value, it's everything. You've been kind of like understanding that everything is connected and feeling very abundant lately, which is absolutely great because of, you know, taking back all this power and learning how to understand and assimilate and kind of acclimate yourself to this way of being and understanding your emotions and figuring them out. So these are your messages. I do hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you would like any further assistance with personal readings, that information will be down below in case you would like to have a personal reading with me. I can help you out with that for sure and get you squared away. All you have to do is hit me up through my email. So without further ado, I will see you guys next video, and I hope that you did enjoy this, and feel free to give it a big like, and if you're new here, feel free to consider hitting the subscribe button, and I will see you guys next video. I'm dreaming.